look, you're here now.
Do you see what you did? Do you see?
Put the stick there.
No, you see what you've done? They're here. The satellites tell me now.
Sir.
Hey, good morning. Hey, hello, sir. Hey, my name's Jim Arrow. What's your name? I'm a crisis intervention officer.
You're here because
it's a lot easier to put out small fires than it is to try to extinguish a large blaze.
It's preventative in nature and it saves money.
I think more officers really need to get involved and get CIT trained.
So go ahead and put the headphones on. And there'll be no talking amongst yourselves either.
We like to start out our first day with an exercise called hearing voices.
Eyes are everywhere. Look at me. You're pathetic. You're a joke.
It gets to be like an itch you can't scratch. It's very difficult for them to focus, and they start to fully understand that it may seem like no big deal, but after a very short period of time, certain basic tasks are very difficult to do.
Name the last 4 presidents of the United States.
I'm so busy listening to them, I can't focus on what you're saying.
You don't know? That would be incorrect.
They really have a mental illness. They really are hearing the voices. They're not just saying, well, I hear voices in my head. There's really voices in their head. And I can relate to that now.
It's already opened my eyes to see things from a totally different perspective.
The CIT training program itself is a 40-hour program. It's one full week. It's just to totally immerse folks into the concept of CIT and being more empathetic. I can teach anybody anything out of a book, but you can't teach empathy. Empathy and that empathetic understanding comes from learning and being around people and being immersed in what those needs are.
Are you saying I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. This is a really great plan. You know, and I've got these light colors and I'll be getting them out with them.
It is hard to get in a word with somebody like a Manic.
I'm Officer Bingham with Newport News Police Department. I'm a CIT officer.
I was ready to give you a first down for taking that whistle. Thank God.
Did you bring any medicines in when you came to jail?
No.
You didn't?
42, stop that. How long you been on sorry? How long you been on
Told you I needed the picture, man.
Again and again and again, he tried to escalate you, and again, you came out calm. That was great.
We're making the shift of teaching the officers that we're giving you the skills for you to intervene. Obviously, we don't want them to go but so far, but giving them some basic skills, they're able to intervene and hopefully put out those small fires.
You call them.
They
got me now. They got me.
Hello, sir.
Can you come talk to me,
Hey, my
sir?
name's Jim Arrow. What's your name? I'm a crisis intervention officer.
Matt, you're here because they sent you.
Be fine. Sir, I'm Officer Moreland from the Hampton Police Department. I'm a CIT officer.
Matt,
we're here to help you.
You're here because they sent you. That's why you came, isn't it?
Well, he's thinking that there's satellites tracking him. There's people watching.
What's going on that got you so upset?
They're after me. That's why you're here. They came to get me. They sent
And he usually ends up here.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we have a seat over here and talk about what's going on, okay? You want to do that for me?
You're not going to arrest me?
I'm not going to arrest you, no. I just want to talk to you for a little bit.
People with mental illness are stigmatized to just being those people or those persons over there, and they're not appreciated that they have needs like everybody else.
No, I'm not arresting you. Okay, we have a crisis stabilization center. We can get you assessed and get you some help, okay?
I'm not under arrest.
No, you're not under arrest. We'll get you out of the cold.
As you approach any situation, you need to have a plan. The plan and the foundation of CIT are the 4 plays. Play number 1. Introduce yourself.
Hi there, I'm Officer Moreland from the Hampton Police Division Crisis Intervention Team.
By introducing yourself, that's an I statement. You're taking personal responsibility of taking action.
Isn't this a public park, right? It is. It's a public park. You're okay to be out here. Someone just called because they were concerned about you since you'd been sitting out here for a while.
Play number 2. Get the person's name.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Any conversation begins with the first step.
Well, it's okay for you to be here. Someone called because they were concerned about you sitting out here for a couple hours.
Play number 3. State what you see, what you hear, what you feel.
Well, I can see that you're upset. Why are you sitting out here so upset?
I went to work and they fired me today, and I just started walking. Everyone's closing the door in my face, and my boyfriend even left me, and now nobody at work will help me. Everything is falling apart, and I don't want to go home.
Play number 4. Summarize what you've been told. Show the person that you've been listening, and that you're there to help and focus the conversation in a direction in which you can have the most impact.
Okay, well, let's not worry about having to pay for it right now, okay? I'm not saying you don't have to pay for it, but let's not worry about having to pay for it, and let's just get you some help, okay? We'll take you down to the crisis stabilization unit. Are you willing to go with me? All right, well, let's try to go get you some help, okay? Let's walk over to my car and we'll get you down there.
They give you something to eat?
Yes. When was the last time you ate? Last night?
For me,
And how long
I
have you
will
been
tell
sick?
you that having a mental health issue is not a crime and should not be a crime, and we shouldn't make it one. The CIT program helps to build awareness. It helps to teach coping skills. It also helps us to identify behaviors and things that may be indicative of mental health, and be able to call in our partners at the CSB to come in to help us sooner.
All right, Matt, we're going to go to the Crisis Stabilization Center, okay?
Because what happens is you put them into jail, not getting their medication, it's just a downward spiral.
He's volunteering.
It's important for the officers, for the deputies, for all folks, for all the first responders to recognize that mental illness isn't a curse. It's a challenge like many others. It can be overcome.
It's a program that's up to 10 days.
So I could stay?
You could stay, yeah. Is that something you're willing to do?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
During the training, if something is hitting a nerve and you need to step out, please do so, okay?
The light really just clicked on. I decided to start going to NA meetings. I came to the Community Service Board.
So, and that's how I felt. I said, well, she's trying to trick me, so let me, figure this out.
The more this goes on, the more distracting it is because you just can't look away.
I'm Officer Jack with the Newport News Police Department, okay? What's your name?
I'm Referee Dean. Give me a second.
Referee Dean?
Give me a
All right,
second.
Dean.
All right, Chris, just have a seat and get warmed up.
The satellites keep following me and they're coming to get me.
I love this scenario because how was it handled years ago compared to now is
4 cameras.
I have a young lady here that is in need of some services. And
Actively listen, let them know you're engaged with them, that you don't need to take control of the situation right away until you got a little bit more information.
BR 549, okay, and the million stands for buddy reps, okay?
Okay.
4 reps can produce 100 reps, okay? So you put 100 reps to the 4th.
And I got so depressed that I didn't want to live.
A good day for them is worse than what you just experienced. What y'all think of that exercise? Can you tell me the day of the week?
Today's Monday.
Okay.
Did you bring any medicines in when you came to jail?
No.
You didn't? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have medical come down. And
I
assess.
think that the training is excellent. I think that we should look at trying to incorporate it into the training curriculum at the academy.
And I know this from personal experience. I've talked to officers who've been through this training and talked about how it has really helped them. It just kicks in when they're up against a situation, and all of a sudden they say, oh, I remember this from the training, and I approach it this way instead of going that way.
Every person the police, the first responders deal with, they're somebody's baby. And too often I think people with mental illness are stigmatized to just being those people or those persons over there, and they're not appreciated that they have needs like everybody else.
Together, we can work at making that person whole.